Good morning, Virgos. I hope you have a happy Monday. Let me tell you, I am tired, but I think I'm more energetically tired, y'all. So I may take a couple of hours off. I think I'm gonna do that for myself today. And I do gotta get an oil change, but after that, I may just go and just chill and just sit in the park all day, y'all, because the energies have definitely been extra. Okay, a lot of revelation is coming through, a lot of truth, and it's so much energy that I'm pulling in collectively and not in from my stuff too, okay? But however, right? All of this information that's coming through is coming through across the board for all readers, okay? It's happening for a reason. So again, if you are feeling triggered by anything, I definitely encourage you to face that truth because the truth is coming out. And it's here to help us. It's here to help us change our lives so that we can get unstuck. It's one of these changes that are inevitable, okay? So just really reflect and really think, what is it that you really want? What's most important to you? Because now the divine is challenging you to make some changes, all right? To release some things that don't serve you no more. Because you are praying for a new beginning. You are praying for increase in your life. But in order to get that, you must make these sacrifices. And they sound like it does. You'd be like, the sacrifice, god damn, like I gotta sacrifice my life. No, you gotta sacrifice your old life for a new one, which means you gotta release whatever it is that you're holding on to that is not serving you in this new part of your life. It's just not any longer people, their bad behaviors, your bad behaviors. It just has to go. Um, it's like a forced evolution, like I've been saying. It's inevitable to change. It's inevitable, you guys. And just reflect for real and just take the time to put into yourself, your self-care, because it's going to be some stuff that's going to come out. And what's going to come out to you, especially, if you are watching tarot, it's going to be the truth about the people you love, their motives, their actions, their intentions, and all. Okay, so Virgo, I'm sending you my love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for hitting the like button, subscribe button, and the thanks button if you're feeling generous. I definitely appreciate all of your support. I love you guys. Now, to flip the roles. I'm not sure if you are he or she. Okay, I may say she said, and you be like, nah, I said that. Okay, flip the roles. I don't know. All right. Don't force nothing to fit. If it's not your story, if it's not your energy, it's just not. It's probably somebody else's. These are collective readings. I definitely appreciate your comments. I'm telling y'all, thank you. I may not always get to respond exactly, but I do read them. Now, let's see what's going on here in your story. Don't forget, use the spirit of discernment. Show me what I need to see here for Virgo. Ooh. I don't like my cards falling on the floor. The strategy card fell out though. So it's something that you probably need to plan, or someone strategizing or planning something. The broken card comes out in the reverse, okay? So I think this may have came out last night in my last night's reading. Okay. And what I'm seeing here was the thinking woman in the reverse in the sacral chakra, second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, came out in the reverse. Like, I don't understand it, but I know the divine has a reason for it coming out this way. Now, I feel like it was some things you didn't understand. It was some things you didn't understand. If you are this thinking woman, you didn't understand why you experienced this heartbreak. Or even if you just possess some feminine energy and you were operating in your, feminine side at the time, because of course, when your heart gets broke, you get emotional, right? You tap into that side of yourself. And here with the second chakra here, whatever was going on was having you blocked in your intimacy, also in your creativity. Okay. So tell me about the broken heart reverse. Because I definitely feel like, Virgo, we're healing. I'm Virgo sun. We're healing over this joint, right? But it's some stuff that's coming through that's kind of like showing us what, the reason is behind the heartbreak. And it may be a little triggering, you guys, but it's all good. We got to pull this little bit more stuff up out of us here because our lives are changing, right? We're increasing, we're expanding, we're growing. The Three of Wands comes out. Okay, we are literally now broadening our horizons and realizing that shit is so much more out here for me than what I've been experiencing. Okay, so yep, and you've had a lot of unexpected delays, unaccomplished goals, creative blocks, and all. Tell me about it, broken heart. So this is good. It's like you're now thinking bigger. You're now more optimistic, more hopeful. Here with the Tower card coming out. And what I feel like is like these sudden changes, the upheavals, the chaos, and all of this, the endings of relationships, it had to happen. They were weak. So that you can shift your perspective here. Okay? You can't build on a weak foundation, right? You got to have firm ground. Page of Pentacles comes out upright. And what you are trying to do, you have goals. You're trying to manifest these goals. You're ready to begin the process. And you've been dedicated to that. You've been dedicated to your transformation. You've been dedicated to changing with the Six of Swords. Okay, but in that transition, you were still carrying some baggage. So what I'm hearing is that Spirit was, or is, the universe, however, helping you to release this baggage, okay? Because it's still some excess baggage. These cards flew out, but I don't know which way it flew. But however, Page of Wands came out, the King of Pentacles, and the Judgment. So I'm going to clarify them so that because I don't know which way they flew out. But however, when it comes to you starting something new, I feel like you may have been not doing it because of fear or worry. You know how it's like you get these ideas, but you don't express them because the ego gets in the way. It's just like your mind starts telling you all types of things. Oh, I may not be worthy. I may not be valuable enough. I may not be enough. It may not work. Those type of things. Yeah. Ten of Swords comes out. Basically. Okay. Because of your painful endings or this masculine's painful endings. Okay. Instead of dealing with it, I feel like this masculine energy just literally just held on to it. I feel like they just held on to it. And it's all because, again, whatever may have happened to this person has done something to them when it comes to their own self-worth. Their own self-love is what I'm hearing. Okay, King of Pentacles here in the reverse position next to the Judgment card comes out. So right now what's happening is, and as you can tell, through my last couple of readings and probably other readers you've been listening to, that there's a mass spiritual awakening happening for the masculine collective. Okay, and now they are going through this period of awakening. They've been self-reflecting, especially when it comes to their own actions. And they're starting to see some things. They're starting to see, okay, I have to make certain adjustments here because the way that I'm living is getting in the way of what I'm trying to actually manifest for myself. Okay, so I do know that, and if you haven't caught my reading for Virgo last night, and also I dropped a collective reading, y'all still check it out, even though it's not Virgo. I'm Virgo. My energy is in it, okay? Y'all on my timeline, so yes, there will be a message in there for you, but I feel like, this masculine energy is being shown a lot, okay? Tell me about this thinking woman. It's being shown a lot about themselves. Here with the King of Pentacles upright. So, this thinking woman probably never couldn't understand why this masculine energy would not offer them something. Which is what? An opportunity, love, a relationship, commitment, whatever that may be. Ace of Wands comes in the reverse. It's like this person loves me, or they say they love me. They call me. We have a good relationship. We work together well. But why aren't they following their heart? Why aren't they taking a chance? Why aren't they choosing me? Okay? But again, in reality, this person was confused, unsure. And the reason why they were unsure and uncertain and not clear in their thinking is because of their demanding challenges in the past, because of their own greed, okay? And yeah, some because of their overconfidence, basically. The King of Pentacles, like when they're in the reverse period, they tend to have a lot of trouble here with, and even the women, okay? Men and women alike, I'm just saying they have a lot of trouble with relationships, basically. The Four of Swords comes out. So this was creating a lot of worry and a lot of stress. And because of that worry and that stress over why this person was not, bringing anything serious to the table here and why you guys weren't expanding, it was blocking this thinking woman in their second chakra. Okay? Tell me about the second chakra. I spoke of today, again, in my collective reading. It talks about why this masculine entity made the choices they made, why they chose the people they chose. Tell me about the second chakra in the reverse. The Chariot card comes out. Show me what's next after that. Okay, thank you. Ace of Wands reverse and the Six of Wands reverse. So instead of being determined or taking action or something here, I do feel like things became out of balance basically because of the challenges. And part of that was what? It affected you in your second chakra, okay? And instead of just really developing your own vision for yourself and really finding your own voice, you may have allowed your situation to delay you, okay? And I do feel like, when things are going on, you have a lack of passion for certain things. You lose your energy for certain things. And that's what was happening. Like when it came to your inspiration or your creative spark, I definitely feel like, or even having excitement in a relationship, or passion in a relationship. It was just like, you may have been losing that, or this person may have been, or whatever, however it goes. I just definitely feel like overall, instead of you guys being able to be successful here in a connection or even be recognized for that, you wasn't getting any rewards or support or anything. Instead, you experienced upheavals, you experienced trials and tribulations, things were out of balance, heartbreak, grief, third party situations. Okay, everything seems to be going against what you actually have been trying to manifest for yourself, right? But literally, again, it was because at some point here, instead of you, really letting go and moving forward, you kind of got stuck. Let's just say that. Stuck in the circumstance. But usually, it's our minds that tell us we're stuck. Okay, but fear and things like that will keep you in a situation and keep you from making certain decisions to leave those situations. Normally it's because of like abandonment issues, things like that from the past that stir up inside of us, and we stay in situations knowing damn well like, okay, this totally isn't serving me, but I love this person and maybe they're going to change, maybe they're going to see me, maybe they're going to do this, right? Maybe they're going to offer me something new here. Maybe just one day it's going to happen. If I stick in there just long enough, they're going to do it, right? But the thing was, in you waiting, you were missing the chances of new opportunities coming in. You were missing your abundance, okay? You were missing your manifestations. Because again, energetically, you became blocked. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups here coming out in a reverse position, instead of making the choice to choose you, you may have gotten confused and even getting caught up in this chaotic situation here. It happened because of an avoidance to make a certain decision. Virgo, it feels like this story may be about you, where all the other stories were about the other person. The other person lacked purpose. They couldn't choose. They could not choose because they lacked purpose. Okay? But you were still supposed to choose you. So what I'm hearing is that spirit was literally showing you yourself, showing you what you shouldn't do any longer, because this is a habit, this is a pattern of yours that needed to be broken. You have been praying and asking and wishing and everything else for something to transpire in your life. That's great. But guess what? Six of Swords in a reverse. You were still holding on to the baggage of your past. High Priestess in the upright position. Some of you are very intuitive readers, okay? Is also what I'm seeing. But you're tapped in. You're so connected to God and your spirit team. You get the downloads. You may even get dreams. You may get visions, okay? Your intuition is always talking to you. It's like, I feel like you may get downloads all the time. You could be at work, like doing work, and then you stay off in the space because boom, you catching a download, okay? And I feel like here, it's like your need. This is stemming from childhood, y'all. Like everything that you are experiencing is because of a childhood trauma or wound. It's like since a child, you were always waiting to be recognized, to be acknowledged in everything, but it just never was given to you. It could have been by a mother figure. But what I'm hearing is that this mother figure, I don't know if this is just, may not be for everybody, but it's like this mother figure couldn't give you that because they didn't have it. They were depleted. But as a child, you don't recognize that, you don't understand that, and then you begin to carry these burdens with you into your adult life. Okay? So your need to be nurtured and loved and accepted may come from an imbalance that happened between you and your mother. Now, elaborate here on the Six of Cups. I feel like this could have happened to you in several places. You were not only not being recognized or acknowledged, you were overlooked at home, at school, from your friends. Ten of Swords here in an upright position. Tell me about that. In your relationships. And instead of healing and improving and learning your lessons, you may have carried this feeling of being betrayed, okay? A feeling of bitterness, a feeling of failure of some sort, okay? But however, tell me more. Show me more, Spirit. What you want me to say? Tell me about the second chakra in reverse. The Hierophant comes out. So, as I be saying all the time, y'all, in my readings, it's like you guys are the Hierophants. Literally. You are following a certain practice. You're being committed to a certain spiritual journey. Like you are literally called to be this great teacher, this mentor, this advisor, this healer, okay, this seer, the light worker. Like, you are literally called to do these things. This is literally who you are, man. Like, you are awakened to that. I already know for sure. Okay, so you're supposed to follow a certain process here that was well established for you before you even came to this earth, basically. And of course, everything that you were going through or are going through is because it's a part of your evolution. It's a part of your growth. Like, everything is happening. It's inevitable. It's already planned. Okay, we're just kind of like playing the role, or we're the actors in the divine's will for our life, basically. We tend to get off script. But however, here with the moon card coming out, I feel like all of this is being made clear to you. It's like you're starting to understand here. Okay, this is what I was supposed to do. This is, the practice I'm supposed to follow. This is the person that I'm supposed to be married to. You know what I'm saying? This is the person I shouldn't have married. I did this here out of what? Rebellion. Okay, I'm feeling like all of these things are being made clear to you, where before you couldn't see. You were blocking your intuition about this part. Almost like it was hidden from you, but why was it hidden from Virgo? Page of Wands in a reverse position. Because it was still some ego issues that needed to be dealt with, some codependencies. So you had to see your codependencies before you could move forward, basically. Yep. That's where the disharmony was coming in at. Got the Lover's card in the reverse next to the Everything is Fine card. This person was sent in your life here to trigger you. Because you kept going through life like, no, I'm good. For some of you, this could be 10 years of pain, of abuse, of hurt, of trauma, of something I'm hearing coming from an ex. For some of you, you understand this could literally just be, 10 things that have had a major impact on your life. It doesn't have to be, but all I see is the simple fact that, Virgo, you may have been masking and hiding your pain, suppressing it deep down inside. What I hear is like, it's one of those things where, and it's 8:08 on my timer, when you suppress the pain, you know how when someone triggers you, you may get very explosive. You may flip out. And people be like, what the fuck just happened? Right? Virgo's crazy. That's why we get that Virgo's crazy, like, stigma. Because, yeah, we do. We will flip out on your ass. And it'd be like, where did it come from? Oh, yeah, that was something I was holding on to probably a couple of years ago. I suppressed that. Yeah, and you said the right thing. Okay, you got me today. You got the right one today. All right, but that was the problem. This person was sent in your life. They were a mere reflection of you, or they are if they're still in your life, to help you to see your wounds so that you would begin to heal and not hold on to this pain. Wow. They made bad choices, right? It was like, but that was their role in their contract. Okay, here's the Lovers in reverse. If you didn't see that, you could have been connected to a Gemini. This is a lot to think about. And when I look at this card, it's like you guys had the perfect ingredient. It's like the relationship was, strong, y'all bond. But the thing is, it's just like, yep, this person literally, 10 of Pentacles comes out. They literally are supposed to be in your life. Like, y'all supposed to build this 10 of Pentacles together. Y'all supposed to be in union. Straight like that. But it was so many bad choices being made. Too many other people involved. Other lovers, other suitors. This person's fear of commitment. too many factors that would lead to too many consequences that would do what? Destroy the legacy that you were sent to build. You are literally leaving a legacy behind. It's not just your financial wealth. It's the fact of the matter that you are a light worker. And if this is your divine counterpart for some of you, the legacy you're leaving to your children is them being a light worker. So when you become an ancestor, they begin to take over what you do. They get your spiritual gifts. They become passed down to you. I don't know if I said that right. It just like replayed in my head. But they get your spiritual gifts and then they begin to get passed down to them. Okay? The Death card and the Seven of Swords card. Death to the ego. The lies, the manipulation, the being sneaky, the deceit. Hiding behind a mask. Virgo, this is the beginning of a new life. Okay? God hid you on purpose. What you went through was to help you to see who you are. This person couldn't see who you truly were, okay? Or who you truly are. They can see you now, trust me. You couldn't see it. You did not see how valuable you were. You did not see your self-worth. That you freaking light worker, divine feminine, divine masculines. You could not see who you are. This person was not allowed to see you because they were dishonoring you. But guess what? This person in your life also feels exactly the same way you do. And when I say that, it's because the lack of self-worth, the lack of self-acceptance, the lack of self-awareness, the need to be loved and accepted, they too go through the same thing. This person was chasing something that looked more like status, materialism. You didn't seem to fit that mold, and that's the truth to be told. You may not have had as much money, but you had love to give, right? And everything that this person seemed to be chasing was the money, the material wealth, the status, okay? But that's because of their lack of inadequacy. You also have that as well within you. So the divine is asking you to pour those things out of you, all right? Don't keep saying everything is fine. It's not. Heal yourself. Move into a state of acceptance. Forgive and move on. Because this change is inevitable. It's going to happen. Change your life. You're going to be given a sudden revelation that's going to offer you the freedom to be able to break free of this procrastination. So embrace the opportunities that change brings. And I'm going to read that to you. It's time to change your life. This card represents a need to leave behind old belief systems and ways of doing things that have become stale and outdated. When this card presents itself, the universe is telling you that you can no longer procrastinate on making the changes that you know in your own heart you need to make. Suddenly, everything is crystal clear to you. Change is inevitable. If you are to grow and evolve, embrace the new direction in your life as liberating and exciting. You needn't go through this transformation alone. You got your spirit guides and Archangel Shamuel, who's a part of your team, helping you to find the new path and meaning in your life that you have been longing for. This is a spiritual awakening. A sudden revelation that offers you freedom. For some, it may be an unexpected transformation, but these life experiences were put on your path to help you to evolve so that you can become the higher form. Go on, great teacher, great leader, great healer. I love it. I hope you do too. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.